given, that's how we live it. Don't be mad at the system, it's simply how we've existed. I hear a lot of people talking like they politicians and choose to be an accountant because it's safe in a business.
Hello soldiers, this is Ghost 45. I'm back again with another reaction video. This is part 3, and I know I haven't been recording. It's just been a hectic week, or actually a couple weeks, actually. Well, I'm gonna finish this real quick because I know I've been trying to record this, and if you guys get this video right now, it's been a week ago. So I recorded this video last week. If you get it right now, this is like last week me. So yeah. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. This is part 3, the top 20 aquatic creatures.
SCP-054-FR. Object Class Euclid. SCP-054-FR is a phenomenon occurring in some waves off the western coast of and the eastern coast of and it's characterized by the physical transformation of affected waves to resemble the jaws of a great white shark. 054-FR is capable of remaining unnoticed until it's almost too late to act. It's capable of forming on waves at least 4 meters tall, but the maximum height of which it can reach is unknown. Appearances can grow considerably if the previous evoked individuals are situated in a distance of at least 250 meters from the coast, whether swimmers, divers, or aquatic vehicles of moderate size. Injuries caused by 054-FR are similar to that which could be accomplished by a great white shark, but with pressure being directly proportional to the height of the effective wave. Injuries, lethal in 68% of cases, occur during the collapse of the wave over the victim. Reported injuries have been simple as a removed limb to total disappearance of the victim. The only method by avoiding injury by 054-FR is to dive under the wave before impact. All attempts of damaging manifestations of 054-FR via weapon fire have proven ineffective, with shots disappearing into the wall of the water. An exclusion zone of 1 kilometer has been established around all shorelines where an occurrence of SCP-054-FR have been observed. Only personnel with clearance level of 3 or higher can enter the containment zones, and only for experimental purposes. Access is forbidden to any and all civilians under the pretext of conducting research on a population of marine mammals. Photos and videos taken of SCP-054-FR by the public are destroyed. SCP-3934. Object Class Safe. SCP-3934 is a species of amphibious reptiles produced via anomalous means by Marshall, Carter, and Dark instances. Classified as Plesiosaurus pygmaeus, grow to only just over half the size of other plesiosaurs, with adult males averaging 1.9 meters in length and adult females averaging 1.7 meters. Specimens are omnivorous and subsist on a diet of fish and aquatic flora. Though created anomalously, instances do not possess any anomalous biological features or adaptations. SCP-3934 are highly social animals, both with members of their own species and with humans. However, while their temperament was conducive to their status as pets, the effort required to care for them was not. Due to their size and altered biology, specimens require a specialized diet, a marine habitat at least 1 million liters in volume, and frequent medical care. Many buyers could not provide these conditions, which resulted in the vast majority of 3934 instances dying or being abandoned within 2 years of purchase. This outcome was likely planned obsolescence on the part of MC&D, as it encouraged repeat purchases of infant instances to replace dead or unwieldy adults. Abandoned or wild-born instances of SCP-3934 often react with uncharacteristic violence towards humans and other mammals. A higher degree of carnivorous predation and territoriality are also common attributes of these feral specimens. In at least 3 cases, multiple feral instances mated to form wild pods. The largest of these was located in Lake Champlain, where 6 feral specimens resided prior to their containment. Through specialized behavioral conditioning, Foundation parazoologists have achieved a 73% success rate in rehabilitating feral specimens. A pod of 59 SCP-3934 instances are currently contained within Lake Baokang in Site 220's Parazoology Reserve, known publicly as the Bahi Natural Reserve. Foundation parazoologists ensure that all specimens receive adequate nutrition and health care, and are responsible for overseeing a breeding program designed to minimize inbreeding-related genetic defects within the population. Bodies of deceased instances are disposed of via cremation following standard testing and examination processes. Reports of uncontained instances, whether feral or domestic, are investigated by members of MTF Phi 2. Should a live instance be discovered, it is brought unharmed to the nearest Foundation facility. From there, transportation will be arranged to Site 220. To prevent accidental injury to personnel or the instance, only members of Phi 2 or other staff experienced in working with Mesozoic reptiles interact with the instance prior to its arrival at the reserve. SCP-3934 were originally created in the early 20th century by Marshall, Carter, and Dark, with the intent to sell instances as exotic pets or aquarium denizens. The exact processes used to accomplish this are unknown. Following their success, MC&D used viral marketing tactics to create a demand for the specimens. Starting in 1933 and continuing on for the next 2 decades, MC&D staff leaked images and stories of SCP-3934 to the media, the most famous example of which is the 1934 Surgeon's Photo. The campaign was a success, and the international fascination with the Loch Ness Monster phenomenon resulted in further attention. MC&D capitalized on the legend's popularity to sell specimens to numerous wealthy individuals of noble or industrial background in both Europe and the United States. Between 1935 and the present, an estimated 1,200 to 1,400 instances have been created and sold. SCP-CN-985, Object Class, Safe. SCP-CN-985 is a male adult shark, 3 meters long and weighing 102 kilograms. The instance can apply a maximum force of 120 newtons to any object within a radius of about 0.8 meters without directly contacting the object, and can flexibly manipulate the object. The Lorentz ampulla of CN-985 was significantly mutated, speculating to be the source of its anomalous properties. CN-985 is intelligent and can speak fluent English and Mandarin for simple conversations. The vocal organ of the instance is located in the back of the mouth, and the organ vibrates by vomiting water to vocalize. The sound is still clear and audible, even through glass. Due to the good performance of SCP-CN-985 and the Ethics Committee's claim, it is currently contained in a large landscaped aquarium. This aquarium can change water automatically and contains ornaments such as water plants, corals, as well as sanitary equipment constructed and described by CN-985. The instance is fed 10 kilograms of fresh fish daily, with the aquarium cleaned every 2 weeks. Speakers are placed on the outside of the tank for communication purposes. Since containment, special requests made by CN-985 have been implemented. 1 waterproof computer, some computer games provided good performance, some waterproof biology books, waterproof materials for adult English level tests, university-related advanced mathematics. Personnel interact with CN-985 to maintain its mental health. In communication, it should always believe that it's being contained by the Shark and Whale Conversation Foundation. SCP-CN-985 was discovered in 2008 when the Foundation's maritime patrol boat found 3 single submarines gathered in the same water. After the patrol boat approached, the submarines immediately dived, and no trace was found by sonar. The Foundation then discovered the wounded CN-985, and after confirming its anomalous properties, took it to the offshore research station for treatment and containment. It believes it was beaten by thugs at the time, and treated Foundation personnel as staff members of an animal protection organization. At the time, it was said to give thanks to Foundation personnel in various words. Since containment, CN-985 has been extremely cooperative with the Foundation. To date, it has not expressed any hostility to any personnel, nor has it caused a containment breach.
What's up?
You seem to have been interested in university courses again. Why?
It's because of the monster that fled the other day.
Are you referring to the...
Right. I have never seen that animal in any extracurricular books or on TV. It ran out and injured several people, but it was still subdued by you. In fact, it doesn't know that you're protecting it, letting it not hurt people.
But how does this matter affect you?
I also watched documentaries about you when I was a kid. I saw how you were mediated in order to protect the tropical rainforest. How did you deal with the whaling ships equipped with high-pressure water cannons? And how did you work with the police to end the National Animal Smuggling Group? I thought at the time, you were simply heroes. When I grow up, I will do it for you. However, when I grew up, this matter was put aside. Every day, according to the trajectory of ordinary people. Reading, exams, and further education. I didn't come here until a few days ago, and then saw the monster come out and hurt people. You took care of me, and I want to help you do something. I also want to take care of injured animals like myself. I want to help you capture these animals who fled from their cages. But I haven't finished college. I can't help you yet. I think I have a responsibility to help you, but I need to be qualified. Since then, I've started to learn related knowledge and can help you deal with any animals that come out. I think there may be a reason for why these beasts run out, but I want to research like you and study how to make the animals here live better. If they can stay calm and stable, they probably won't run out. I want to join you. I don't know what qualifications you need for your diploma here, but I can work hard to take the exam. If I work hard enough, it shouldn't be difficult. No matter how much effort I put in, no matter how hard I work, it will be worth it if I realize my dream. Doctor, I hope you can arrange for me to take the exam. Is that okay?
Thank you for your cooperation, SCP-CN 985. We will consider your request.
Deep sea driving, I see.
SCP-CN-925. Object Class: Euclid.
That was actually a smart shark. That kind of makes me, how you say, idiotic, or just plain stupid. I think I would just stick with stupid.
SCP-CN-925 is a male beluga whale. The appearance is not significantly different from that of ordinary beluga whales, except the skin has a certain viscosity. The instance always wears a top hat on its head and can be removed or brought up at will by the subject. The hat appears to be several times larger than the standard hat, and does not appear to be affected through water currents and motion. During different festivals, the shape of the hat will change depending on the festival. In addition, the instance can communicate telepathically with other creatures and read their memories. Despite CN-925 being heard communicating telepathically, audio devices such as cameras and microphones, its voice has been captured through digital equipment. The scan found that its brain is quite different from that of an ordinary beluga whale. With the brain and skull significantly enlarged, the eye structure, bone, and muscle are different, speculating as to why it has such good vision and is larger than normal. If there are human individuals to talk to and play with, SCP-CN-925 will be very happy and try to give the subject a hat and gifts. The hat presented vary according to the festival. The composition of hats donated by it are no different than that of ordinary hats. If the person rejects the hat and gift from the project, it will offer its hats and gifts at a later time. SCP-CN-925 is currently contained in a standard breeding aquarium, located at Site CN-18. The temperature of the water is controlled by a heat exchanger and is circulated and filtered every 4 hours to make the turbidity of the pool less than 2.0. The air in the containment room is circulated every 2 hours to avoid the generation of odor. The top of the containment room is made of tempered glass to allow natural light to pass through. CN-925 requires 30 kilograms of fish or squid every day for sustenance. Staff members are allowed and encouraged to communicate with the instance. The members with a history of beluga whaling are banned from the containment room.
The subject was discovered in 2003 on a transport plane flying to City, province. The object was originally intended to be transported to the oceanarium as an animal actor. A few hours after the plane took off, Agent Kim, disguised as a crew member at that time, noticed that the person on board was talking about catching a beluga wearing a hat. Kim then inspected the engine room and discovered the item. After confirming the anomalous nature of the project, Kim immediately reported the instance to the Foundation. When the aircraft landed, the Foundation successfully intercepted and captured the instance.
Good morning, SCP-CN-925.
Good morning, Doctor. What's wrong?
Thank you very much for the hats and small gifts. I must ask, though, why do you give these things to me and my colleagues?
What should I say? Doctor,
I apologize, but we have to know.
Not this, Doctor. I don't think it belongs to this world. I think that's it.
So you're saying you come from another parallel world? How did you get here?
I don't know, Doctor. I'm not sure why I belong to this world where he is. I don't know at all. I can't even remember who my parents are. I only know that when I opened my eyes at that time, I found out that it was just seawater. And only I was afraid of. At the beginning, I couldn't find a beluga. Even if I found one, I encountered difficulty in integration. There was no problem in language communication with them in the move, but they alienated me inexplicably, and I don't know why.
Since you're so lonely, why should you give your happiness to others?
It was because I was lonely. I wanted to do this. I think as long as I can send something to others, they should be happy. Then they will talk to me because they're happy and I won't be alone. In this way, I can make many, many friends and I will never be lonely again.
But this is free, SCP-CN-925. What you get is not real friendship. Some people are close to you just for your little gift. There's no shortage of such people in the world.
I don't care. Someone just talks to me. I just do it because I'm too lonely. Just like this for more than 10 years. We'll still have communication with this. My voices can be spread to thousands of kilometers away. Anyways, understand me. I can probably communicate with them.
So why are you angry about people who killed other whales?
They, after all, were my kind. This is me as a whale. A little spaceship. Responsibility.
Listen, this is not your reason for escaping from reality. It doesn't mean you have the sense of responsibility, but you still have feelings for the ethnic groups you have lived with, and you can't bear to say it. Why are they so indifferent to you? It's because you're strange to them. Your body shape, your hat, and all your other anomalies. They are probably the reasons they fear you. You just need to prove to them that they are friendly enough. Soon your strength will be recognized by them. Understand? I didn't mean to hurt you intentionally. I just stated facts. You can't always do this. I can understand your own selflessness, but you have to make changes. Have to find a friend who is good to you, and you should not be too low esteemed.
Just like Doctor like you.
Although I am happy, I don't have much free time. I have a lot of work to do. But if you want, you can chat with me anytime when I'm here.
So who should I look for?
Don't worry, there's a certain idiot who's studying a university course. I personally think it is suitable for you.
Thank you, Doctor. What has he gifts?
No, you've given me many gifts. Leave it to your new friend.
SCP-3251. Object Class: Safe. SCP-3251 is a sapient adult male coconut crab. Despite its physiology suggesting such acts to be impossible, it possesses the ability to communicate verbally using the English language. Typically speaking, using slang and phrases commonly used among pirates from the 16th to 18th centuries. SCP-3251 adorns a small black tricorn hat on its head measuring about 6 centimeters from the base of the tip. How and when it acquired this item is currently unknown. It also has a strong affection for lustrous metallic items, and will oftentimes go out of its way to acquire such objects. The Secondary anomalous effects will manifest whenever SCP-3251 issues a verbal command to another coconut crab. The affected animal, hereby referred to as SCP-32511, will attempt to complete the task issued by 3251 until either the task is completed or they are separated from it for a prolonged period of time. Instances of SCP-32511 do not show any signs of intelligence above what is normal for a non-anomalous member of their species and do not appear to possess any understanding or perception of the English language aside from commands issued by 3251. SCP-3251 refers to these collective group instances as a crew, and will also often refer to itself as their captain. SCP-3251 is currently held in a medium-sized terrestrial animal enclosure at Site-48. The temperature and humidity within its enclosure are regulated and made to simulate that of its native tropical environment. 3251 is met with the same nutritional accommodations as a non-anomalous member of its species. Level 3 clearance and permission from the operating site director is required to interview or otherwise interact with it. SCP-3251 was first discovered when several reports of coconut crabs behaving strangely began to surface from small villages on islands all throughout the southern Pacific. These reports include crabs arriving to the island on a floating vessel, a talking crab demanding an inhabitants to forfeit all over their silverware and metallic belongings, crabs threatening the inhabitants with tools and weapons stolen from the inhabitants, as well as makeshift weapons made of sharpened sticks and rocks. Foundation operatives traveled to the villages where the incidents took place and successfully suppressed them before they went public. The same operatives then located SCP-3251, as well as 113 instances of SCP-32511 floating 135 kilometers off the west coast of Indonesia, believed to have been attempting to sell to Madagascar. The crabs were floating on a large piece of driftwood comprised of fallen palm trees and loose wooden boards, carrying several hundred coconuts and over 163 kilograms of assorted metal objects. SCP-3251 was then taken into Foundation custody, and the instances of SCP-32511, now essentially non-anomalous coconut crabs, were relocated into the wild.
Alright, SCP-3251. I'd like to ask you a few questions today. Would that be okay?
It'd be alright with me, so long as I can refuse to answer at any time.
Alright, very well. So how did you become so smart, and when did you discover your ability to control others?
'Tis a long and tragic tale. And believe me, Jim, lad, it ain't one that ends in a kiss. I'm gonna go ahead and pass on that answer.
Why is it that you stole from all those islanders?
A pirate's no one if you don't steal. You see a village, you go and pillage. If you want the booty, you have to booty. I've got a half dozen more phrases, but you get me point, lad.
So you're only doing this to acquire metal? I don't think silverware is worth quite as much as you think it is.
You take me for some sort of fool, do ya? I know how much the treasure be worth. I steal it because I like to steal. Gotta hunt the bounty, but the bounty be in the hunt. There ain't quite a feeling like being out on the sea, knowing that whatever you want, you take. The rules don't apply to you. True freedom.
What are your thoughts on SCP-3251-1? Do you feel bad knowing that you're manipulating your own kind?
They be but animals compared to me. I love me crew like a man loves an old pair of breeches. Good, reliable, get the job done. Cover me arse in a pinch. If I'm being honest though, I'd love to have someone to actually talk to out on the open seas. Like yourself. You be the only person I've sat down and had a conversation with in a long while. How'd you like to be part of my new crew?
Well, that's really quite ridiculous.
Aye. Let me finish my proposal, lad. You come sail with me on open waters. No one tells you what to do. Anything you want, consider it yours. I've been losing my mind alone on the sea. Not to mention alone here in the cell. You seem like the sort of guy who's been pushed around quite a bit in your time. So I'll offer you something you always wanted. Something you haven't thought about since you were a boy on your father's pricey yacht. I'll let you be a pirate.
How did you... Look, you're stuck in this place whether you like it or not, so there will be no new crew. I just need to ask you one more question and then this interview is over. Why were you going to Madagascar?
I've been waiting for this one. I was going to bury my treasure with the rest. Persuaded you?
No, not in the slightest. No amount of forks or knives are going to convince me to quit my job and sail the seas with a talking crab.
Aye, but it ain't knives I got stashed there. It'd be gold. A whole lot of it.
How much? Alright, this is simply ridiculous. This interview is over.
SCP-811. Object Class Euclid. SCP-811 is
Okay, I'm gonna pause this real quick, and, I really need to take a shit. No lie. I'll be right back. I promise I'll be right back, soldiers.
Like a Hellcat.